All right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to around the world, the universe. So today I am so excited to showcase my friend who is very, very awesome. You know what? I want to tell you, but actually, I don't want to tell you everything because if I do, then you cannot hear from her. So she is a pastor's wife and a mother of three. Yes, she is a mompreneur like me, you, and a licensed and ordained minister. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I am always excited when I interview somebody who is a minister because I love God. And I know you do. So, anyway, to continue on, she graduated from World Harvest Bible Training Center. And so she is also she's also business management and finance. Wow. So many amazing titles she got. I tell you, she is awesome. So, she does social services consulting, and she is also a financial coach and real estate investor. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited just saying this. And the best part is she is going to be, or she is an author. Wow, so many things going on in her life. So, do you want to know? Of course, yes. So, I'm going to introduce you without further much ado, Miss Loona Jeanty. Hello, hello, Loona. How are you today?
I am fine. I am doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me in your uh for interviewing me. Thank you. I am so glad to be here with you. I am so excited about what you are doing. It is just amazing to see women, supporting other women, promoting other women. So I am so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, that is my goal to promote women, especially moms, who are doing very much, and we need to be appreciated. So this
Yes.
is the platform. If you're a mom and doing some business, you are a mompreneur. So anyway, let's go ahead and Loona, can you tell the world a little more about you?
I have been married for 19 years. I married my sweetheart. I am passionate about my family. My family is my big why I am, doing a lot of things. But I also love to help the community.
Oh yeah.
So I am a community leader. I started a nonprofit foundation in my community just to help. I am from Haiti. I grew up in Haiti. I came to the United States when I was 22. And
Mhm.
what I have realized is that a lot of people that comes here much older than I am and that really do not speak the language, they are really stuck. And
Oh,
until they have somebody who can go with them to look for services, to do anything, they cannot do it. They really cannot do anything. So that's why I started the Haitian Foundation, because I started helping people, taking them to the doctor, taking them to interviews, to translate for them a lot of different things that they are not able to do for themselves, especially the senior citizens. That is
wow.
my heart, to see that they are not suffering just because they cannot they cannot speak the language. So I do a lot of community outreach. I also do consulting, social services consulting, and it's because, going back to the helping in the community, a lot
Mhm.
of people need help but don't know how to apply for it, don't know where to go.
Yeah.
So I have a consulting service where I guide them or do the application from A to Z. A
Mhm.
lot of people want their kids registered to school. They do not even know how to go about the process because now most things are being done online, and a lot of them don't even know how to work a computer, how to do with. It's very basic, but it is so much important because it affects their everyday life and they do not know how to go around it. So my heart really is to help people, and especially people in my community in the consulting, business. But when it comes to being a financial coach, I help everybody. It doesn't matter if it's in my community or not. As a financial coach, I help people with their finances, with
Mhm.
how to budget, and how to fix their credit.
Mhm.
I I am passionate about credit because, and I just finished my book on credit repair. It would be printed by the end of this month, so I will launch it by the end of this month. But I
Wow.
work with so many people as a real estate agent that cannot buy a house because they have bad credit and they don't know what to do with
Oh,
it.
wow.
So I started teaching on credit. I started to teach people who are in foreclosure how to get out of foreclosure without losing your house. I am just passionate about everything that goes around finance. And
Uh-huh.
my ultimate goal is to teach my children, to leave a legacy for them to see, yes, you can have a college degree, that's fine, if that's the way you want to go, but you can start a business and be your own person, do what you want, and not be put in a box that you have to do this in order to be
Yes.
successful in life. So that is
Yes.
my main goal, is to leave a legacy for my children. While I'm helping everybody else, I am training them how to do it too, and how to impact other people and help other people.
Wow. Wow. I was just listening to you and I was like, oh my goodness, you have done so much, like trying to help as many as you can. And yes, it's very true. There's a lot of people who are also doesn't know where to go, where to ask help. And we come in as moms, we always like to help, or we always give whatever we can, give value to others, to our children, and even to anybody, because that's just being moms. We're like nurturer. We nurture everybody as we can. I
Yeah.
was listening to you, and you said something about the elderly, the seniors. Yeah, they need help. That's very true. A lot of times they don't know where to go, especially those who are, living alone. And I myself have seniors have a very special spot in my heart, and I always think about what can I do for the seniors actually. So that's very good to hear from you that you're doing something for the seniors. I really applaud on that. So to continue, um, so right now, what is there anything that you want to promote right now?
Yes, I want to promote my upcoming book.
Mm-hmm.
It's a credit repair secrets, simple steps to restore your credit in just 10 weeks.
Wow.
And in that book, I take people through not just my journey, because I have been where a lot of people are. I have been in foreclosure. I have a lot of collections. I dealt with a financial crisis. So I dealt with it, found out how to get myself out of it, the different steps. I learned a lot of techniques, and I took a lot of courses on how to help people that are in foreclosure.
Uh-huh.
In taking those classes, I found out that 50% of the people in foreclosure do not ask for help at all, do not seek
Oh
any
my,
help until they lose their homes. So
that's sad.
my goal with this book is to show people there is help out there, but you
Mm-hmm.
have to ask for it. And I lay out the different steps. If you are in credit, you need credit restorations, I lay out a lot of techniques, a lot of things you can do to fix it yourself. You can pay somebody to do it for you, or you can do it yourself. So this book is to teach you how to fix your credit yourself if you have high credit card debts, high interest rate credit card debts, how to get out of that if you are in foreclosure, how to get out of. So in the book, I cover really the first step is how you get out of the hole. And then the following book that will be coming is how to thrive, because you can,
Oh,
in the midst of all the chaos,
yeah.
and in the book, like I said, I lay out everything, what I went through when I went through it. But so now what I did is, even though I was in foreclosure, I had a lot of collections. Now I turned that around and teach people how to get out of foreclosure. So
Wow.
I want to empower people with the book is, yes, you might be here at this time, but it's just temporary if you know the steps to get out of it.
Yes.
And that's my goal, is to give people hope, saying, yes, you might be here. That's okay. The point is you're doing something about it. As long as you're doing something about it, you feel empowered. You know,
Yes.
okay, it might take me 2 months, it might take me 6 months, depends on my resources, but I'm getting out of it. And
Yes.
so that is what I'm promoting is credit repair secrets, simple steps to restore your credit in just 10 weeks.
Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. I'm so excited to hear you talk about it, because yeah, um here in the States, there's a lot of people who are like going through this credit thing, because it's so easy to get into that hole,
Yes,
you know,
it is.
and it's hard to get out of that hole. And so that book is actually a solution, like a guide to help them get out. And excuse me, that was very smart of you to have a book like get how to get out of the hole, and then how to thrive, because they have to connect, right? So
Yes.
that way, like, you are a success story. So that's very good to be able to impart your knowledge and your experience to anybody who may need it. Wow, that's amazing. That book should be a number one to moms. So right now, who do you want to reach out, or is there any specific group of people, or any person that you are thinking of, wanting to work with, or anybody? Hmm.
I want to reach out, especially for the book. I want to reach out to people who are in financial crisis, people who are trying to restore their credit, people who have a lot of debts and are trying to get from under it. I want to reach out to these people. And what I have realized in teaching people, so right now I have a 10-week credit restoration coaching program, right?
Mm.
And the people that enrolled in that program, every week I meet with them and see where they are, teach them the steps, hold their
Mhm.
hands, and give them homework every week. Do this, and then next week we come back and see what obstacles they had, things like that. And because what I have realized is a lot of people are in bad credit because they do not understand the process. It's
Mm.
some people just, spend without control. They have a spending addiction. That's one reason you might be in a financial situation. But a lot of people, it's not because they're spending beyond their means. It's because they honestly did not understand. When I came here, I did not understand how credit worked because it's not
Mm.
like this in my country.
Mm.
So a lot of the
Yeah.
foreigners, and not just foreigners, a lot of people who are born here, they do not understand. If you pay everything, if you pay for everything you owe, but you don't pay on time, it doesn't matter if you pay. If you do not pay on time, you're still going to have bad credit. And I'm
Yeah.
working with people, teaching them the very basic. It's like, yes, don't wait until you have the $1,000 to pay it off all at once.
Uh-huh.
Send the $100 every month, the minimum payment, send that. It's as basic as this, and people do not understand. So I want to reach out to people who maybe in a financial situation because they did not understand the process.
Mhm.
Maybe a lot of my clients um, are in financial trouble because either the main breadwinner died or
Oh,
they fell sick and couldn't work. So there are a lot of reasons why people are in financial crisis. So depends on what your reason for being in it depends on what plan you need to get out of it, because
right.
it's not a one size fit all. It's you have a problem, but you have to know what problem you have in order for you to find a solution. So in the coaching program, I cater it to the people that are there specifically because I want them to understand while I'm teaching them, I'm empowering them, but I want them to understand, okay, this is how you don't come back in the same
Mhm.
situation. Because
Right.
once you get out of it, you need to, have enough knowledge. When you have somebody, you just pay somebody to fix your credit, you still don't know how not to
Right.
go
Right.
back to it because somebody did the work for you. And my
Yeah.
heart is for people to learn how to do it yourself. Even if you don't have enough time, you want somebody to do it for you, but you still need the knowledge of what
Yeah.
you did wrong. Because if you don't know what you did wrong, you will do it again. And you have
Yes.
to keep paying somebody. I talked to a
Yeah.
man 2 months ago and he said, Loona, I did not know you could do that. I have spent 10 years in bad credit and I didn't have to. Some people are, they spend years and years. I have a lot of clients, instead of fixing their credit, they pay somebody else to purchase a house for them. They pay somebody to buy a car for them. They have nothing under their name because they did not know
Oh,
how fix their credit themselves. They think it's impossible, but
wow.
it's very simple steps. So that's what I break down is the steps. They are simple. You need to do the work, but it's
Mhm.
not hard. It's not hard to do. So I want to reach out not only to the people in financial crisis, but special women has a special spot in my heart, and
Mhm.
especially mom, because we take everything to heart. A man,
Yes.
if he's in trouble, he's like, okay, you know what? After work, he takes the remote and maybe a beer, and he just forget about everything. We are not like
Mhm.
that. We
Yeah.
take everything to heart, even when we are doing something else. It's still in the back of our mind. We worry about things. We are always concerned for our children, for everything. And I have a group of women that I meet with once a month
Mhm.
to to empower. We learn from each other, and I am teaching them the things that I am learning and how they themselves can be empowered,
Mhm.
because we are the ones who stay home with the kids. Even I don't
Right.
stay home. I have a full-time job just in case.
Mhm.
Beside everything else that I'm doing in the community, I do have a full-time job, but
Oh,
we are the ones who need the most support because we are
right.
doing more than everybody else. We support the husband, we support the children, we are at work, we do so much more. And of course, we are trying to be in the business world as a
Yep.
mompreneur. So it is my heart for women to have more, to be more empowered, to have, we need to have our own money. I mean,
Women
we,
women
we,
are
we like to accessorize. We like, pretty things. So we need to have that.
I would say that I was gonna say that women are superheroes
Yes.
because
We,
we do so much, and sometimes it's like, okay, I just did this, like it's like magic, and people don't even know what we are doing behind. And some like husbands, or children, they don't know what we are doing behind. But yeah, I mean, we made it possible for them, and they were like, okay, good, everything's good. But yeah, they didn't know how hard it was at the back,
yes,
trying to
that's
make
true.
everything work.
Yes.
So I was just curious when you say about financial, uh you know when somebody's in a financial trouble or in that situation, what is considered like a credit that is, uh I was gonna say, a credit, somebody's credit. When do they start thinking about, wait, I'm not doing it right? Like, um, is there an amount that would give them like a warning that, hey, you're spending way too much, or you need to fix this first? Or is there like uh, a certain amount where they have to start thinking about it?
Yes and no. And the reason why I said that some people spend more than others because obviously they make more. Um,
Uh-huh.
you, in my opinion, if you're spending on yourself, like on a miscellaneous item, you're spending more than 10% of what you earn,
Oh,
because
okay.
you should have enough saved.
Mm-hmm.
When your paycheck comes, your monthly income comes, you should look at how much you are spending,
Yeah. Okay.
how all the bills. You should have a budget. So everybody, in order to answer your question, everybody should have a budget.
Okay.
I know most of us would just wing it. Whatever we
Mm-hmm.
can pay, we pay. Whatever we cannot pay, we just leave it alone. But we all should have a budget. And in
Yeah.
the budget, when you add all your expenses, the monthly expenses, if at the end of the month you don't have any money left, then you shouldn't be spending on maybe new clothes, you shouldn't be accessorizing if you don't have
Oh.
money left over, because you should have. I am a believer, I'm a minister. So
Mm-hmm.
my at least 10% of my income goes to tithing.
Mm-hmm. And
And I take that 10% first, because when if you are pressed for money and you are waiting to pay for everything else before you tithe, you are never going to, because there will not be any money left. So I
yeah.
advise people, especially if you're a believer, you take the 10% off for God, you put that aside, you pay God first, you give God his due first, and then the rest that is left, save 10% of it. You put 10% aside for emergency.
Right.
And the rest that is left, you pay all your bills. Then if you have money left over, then you look at, you can please yourself, go to the movies, maybe a restaurant once a month. But if when you do a budget, you see that you have more expenses than income, then you really cannot afford to be spending on anything beside the basics.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yes, you're
starts
right.
with a budget. And in as a financial coach, that's what I teach people. Do you have a budget? Let's start with a
Mm-hmm.
budget, and then we'll talk about everything else. Because if you don't have a budget, you really don't have a clear picture of what you're doing.
Right, right. So I was gonna, the reason why I asked that, because I want to emphasize that budget thing. And you got it, you responded with the right response, because a lot of us, not everybody, I would say, but a lot of us have issue with budgeting. Like, we just like, okay, I'll just spend this, I'll just spend that, I'll just spend this. And then the next thing you know, oh, I spend too much. And so budgeting is really important.
Yes.
So moms, we need to think about budget. And
Exactly.
and we are good at that. We are good at that. So it's not a big problem, but we have to take action. We have to really do it, because a lot of times we, as moms, we're like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. We'll just, we'll make this work. And it's true, we can make this work, but with trying to make things work, it could also stress you out. So there's no way, there's no reason to do that. And here is Loona, a financial coach, who is ready to help and help you get out of the hole and thrive. Wow, I want that. So right now, what do you how do people find you?
People can find me by on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
Loona Jeanty. They can direct message me on Facebook. They can go on my website and send me a message from there,
Mm-hmm.
loonajeanty.com. Also, they could email me, info@loonajeanty.com. Those are ways that people can. I am very reachable,
Mm-hmm.
and I respond within 24 hours. I always try my best to get to people because you never know, what people are dealing with. So
Yes.
those are the different ways people can reach me, or they can actually go on my YouTube channel as well.
Right, right. Wow. So yeah, we will put that link in your description when this is uploaded on YouTube, so it will be there. So to end this interview, I want to ask, what do you think is your greatest or are your greatest strength in life?
I think my some of my greatest strength, I am very resilient and very determined. I do not give up easily. When I want something, I go after it, whatever it takes to make it happen. Because in life, there is a lot of obstacles. If you are not resilient, if you are not determined, if you're not tenacious, you're going to give up on a lot of things. So I think one
Yes.
of my strength is determination, and also I am a learner.
Mm.
From where I came from, when I came here at age 22, I didn't know anything about computers. I actually never touched a computer
Oh.
before, and now everything is online.
Mm-hmm.
I am constantly learning. We met on Life on Fire, which is one of the program that I invested in this year. And I
Mm-hmm.
have two other coaching program that I invested in this year, because there is so much out there, so much available, so much that can just propel us to more success, that can help us. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be a learner. You have to
Yes.
constantly learn. You can never really say, oh, I'm good, I don't need to learn anything. I think everybody should be a learner, because
Yes.
the
And
world is constantly changing, especially with COVID and everything now is online. You have to be a learner. So one of my strengths is I'm always willing to learn. And I know you and I, we're going to talk about technology because
uh,
I definitely need to learn a lot more about technology and online. But that's one of my greatest strengths is I am a learner. I'm a fast learner. And even when I do not understand something, I go back to it and back to it until I get it.
yes, a learner, and remember to take action.
Yes.
Yes. So I know you do. I see that you've been taking action. So I just want to emphasize that because a lot of us are lifelong learners, but we forget the best part of it is to do it, to do it. Because if we don't take action, the learning will stay with us. Yeah. And we are learned, but do we help others? The way to help others is to take action. And like Loona has been writing a book, coaching, that's her way of learning, learning and taking action and helping. When she does, when she writes the book, her mind is about helping others. And the taking action of writing a book is for others to know how to deal with it when they get to that, you know, situation. So anyway, I thank you so much, Loona, for this, for your time, and I wish you luck and keep helping as much as you can. And I applaud your, you know, vision for your business and also empowering other moms like we are. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you not only for having me um, on your platform, but thank you for what you're doing. I am really blown away by what you started, create your influence, Mompreneur. It is, when I saw it, I said, you know what, I had to get in touch with you because it is so big to have a platform that elevate women, that seek to help other women, and it is
Mhm.
mind-blowing. I am so grateful for what you are doing, how you are reaching out to help other women. I wish you the best. I hope that this will just blow up and you have thousands and thousands of followers,
Thank
people
you.
that would come to this platform and that would say, oh, you know what? I want to help. How can I help? People that would come and join you in your movement. I
Mhm.
kudos to you for creating such a platform. I definitely want to partner with you to help
Yes.
other, to not only help you, but to help other
Yes.
women as well. So anything I can do, please reach out, let me know. I am there.
Okay, thank you very much. And that concludes our interview. And sure, we can be, we can do partnerships someday, who knows? And I'm open for that too, because hey, we gotta support each other. So come on, all moms. Come on, join us. Let's do partnerships. We can help each other. If there's anything we can do to help you, don't be afraid. Like Luna said, just ask for help, because uh, we are in the same journey. We do a lot of things and we forget to ask for help. So now that we have each other, why not? Why not ask for help? So that's it for today. I forgot to introduce myself. So my name is Bea, and uh, I will see you next interview. Bye for now.
Bye, Leah.
Bye bye.